Hi guys, welcome back. EEOC fights are really hard, and we know when we get into it that we're probably going to lose. But every year, about 70,000 of us decide to fight anyway. Win or lose, every single one of you has my respect. We're each fighting for ourselves, but on some level, we're also fighting for change. This week it hit me that real change can't be dictated from the outside. A court order can't change the biases, ignorance, and false sense of entitlement that caused the discrimination in the first place. We'd like to see them make positive changes that are going to benefit workers, but what happens more often is that they take advantage of our victory to make the changes they want. They do things like promote the people who caused the problem in the first place and make them responsible for fixing themselves. They can also use our losses as an excuse to pump up their budget. They need more videos that sell the myth of the big happy work family. They need new training courses because the old ones obviously weren't working. And they need a lot more photo ops and good press about how diverse and inclusive they already are. For the most part, those are the kinds of changes we can expect. NASA isn't totally bad. I mean, it is the best place to work in the federal government according to an annual government-wide survey by the U.S. Office of Personnel Management. It's been a best place to work for as long as I can remember. I used to love working there myself, except for the discrimination that I had to absorb on a fairly regular basis to keep working there. I learned that even in the best places to work, there are pockets of the worst. I was on my boss's senior staff when she found out that she was one of the worst. So I attended all the meetings where she and the 10 supervisors who worked under her discussed their low scores and what they were going to do about it. I was also there when they decided they were all doing a fantastic job and their only problem was their workers, who were a bunch of overpaid whiners. Because our work was super important to the agency's future, we were supposedly staffed by the best and brightest. Those were the overpaid whiners. Of course, after the supervisors decided they weren't to blame, well, they didn't need to change. So it wasn't surprising when the next year their scores didn't improve. After seeing how easily my boss and her minions brushed off an entire OPM survey, I knew that my little complaint probably wasn't going to make much of an impression. And I'm pretty sure that to this day she blames me for all her illegal actions, no matter what EEOC says. And I'm pretty sure that NASA still has her back, like they always did. And the stuff I mentioned earlier, the cute promotional videos, the new training courses and photo ops, those things are better than nothing, I guess. At least they're forcing some of their managers to talk the talk. But talk is easy and cheap. Yak, 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 blah, blah, blah. I can do that all day and accomplish nothing. Actually taking action to stop the illegal discrimination, that's a lot harder. Doing it might require some actual change. That could upset some powerful managers who would rather just blame their employees, tighten the reins, and move on to their next problem. Even though I didn't expect NASA to change, I guess I hoped that some small part of what EEO was saying to them would actually sink in. I think we all hope that. This week I spent quite a bit of time between that hope and reality, trying to figure out, is change really possible? And I think it is possible, but it's going to take a lot more than me. When I was an undergrad, I had a professor who used to say there are two ways to create lasting change. One way is through a sudden, irresistible force, something that literally pushes people out of their comfort zone, like dynamite, to use a physical metaphor. And the other way is to apply slow, steady pressure in the direction you want things to move, like water carving its way through a big rock wall. One little drop, that's not going to do much, but a steady stream of those little drops that just keep coming, they're going to bring down that wall. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. Right now there's about 70,000 of us a year, and if employers like NASA succeed in attracting the diverse workforce that they say they want with their little promotional videos, unless they make some meaningful changes, there's going to be a whole lot more of us in the future. This week, I had to make my peace with the fact that I'm just one little drop of water who found my way through that big-ass rock wall. The wall is still standing for now, but maybe I made it just a tiny bit easier for the next little drop like me to get through. The only real power that we workers have to change anything is collective. It's in our numbers and our persistence. There's a lot more of us than them. If we can just keep up the pressure, that wall is coming down. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care and hang in. Fight smart.